Check out shares of Tesla taking a dive today after Elon Musk asked his Twitter followers if he should sell 10% of his stock. Musk tweeting out this poll. Much is made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance, so I propose selling 10% of my Tesla stock. Do you support this? Just about 58% of respondents saying he should do it. Musk faces a tax bill of more than $15 billion in the coming months on stock options. So, Dan, you know, it'd be nice to get inside Elon Musk's head and know exactly why he's doing this. But why do you think he's doing it?
So, Mel, you make it sound like that inside his head is the metaverse. I mean, it probably is somewhat close to what's going to be going on there. I mean, listen, he owns 170 million shares, 17% of the company. He has telegraphed the fact that he's going to have a big, he did this the way Elon Musk would do it. And listen, what I think is really interesting is that this company, since their IPO back in 2010, I think they've raised money at every single point. Now, you could say at this point they don't really need to anymore. But I would say if you look at the history of tech, the ups and downs, and this is a tech company, it's also an auto company, and you look at the history of the automobile industry, that having enough cash on hand is not a bad thing. So I think if he ends up selling a bunch of his stock, the company's actually probably going to be selling a bunch of stock too, or something else. They've done converts in the past, obviously a lot of debt issuance. So it would probably have to be alongside of that. That's just my quick take.
Yeah, Guy?
It's interesting. For weeks leading up to earnings, we had said we thought that Tesla would take out the prior high from February, probably trade 1,000. And that happened on October 27th, the big volume day. I thought on that day you sell the stock, take some profits, look to get back in it around the prior all-time high of $900, basically on the screws. Well, it proceeded to trade to $1,250 or thereabouts. I still think it's probably headed to 900 or thereabouts, and then you reload again. I'm not saying to short it. I'm not saying it's a bad company. I think you just got to trade around it, and I think right now it's giving you an opportunity.
I mean, I guess the big question is this a statement about the stock, or is it just selling 10% of his holdings? He's the biggest shareholder. He owns 17% of the stock. So 10% of that is not that much. Is this a statement on anything in terms of where the stock is, Tim?
Totally. I mean, look, the stock would not have been able to handle this 2 years ago, I think. And, not handle. What does that mean? There would have been enormous volatility. We flagged that the vol and lack of vol in the stock around significant moments in the market, and also times where there have been some company-specific news, has been extraordinary. So the smoothing factor within the company's capital markets, and again, it's a balance sheet, and it's obviously the operational side's been a very different and successful story, too, in the last 2 or 3 quarters. But it's really about the fact that this is such a large balance sheet at this point and such a large company, and that, the thought of Elon selling out and selling a piece and, not necessarily moving on. But we know Elon is well on to other things and actually probably aspires to be fully focused on other things. And the stock does not waver in the face of that. So that tells you it's a very different character and personality of how this stock trades.